Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome to my new stage. It has been, sorry for the delay. Lots of things this week have been happening. So I had to kind of roll with it. And now we're here. We're in the new space. Bug loves his new little spot. He loves to look out the windows because the windows are tall. They're really tall. They go all the way to the ceiling. It's pretty cool. Let's see if I can show you the windows. It's a cool old loft space. I love it. So far, so good. They are doing construction outside, so I know that noise is gonna creep in at some point in the not too distant future. But for now, we are good to go. I burned some Palo Santos. I spoke to the spirits. We collectively agreed that we can share the space. It's kind of cool. So, new energy, you guys. New space, new energy, new life. It's pretty cool. Onward. You just keep evolving. You keep just being in love and being gracious and allow for the flow of life to just carry you through. When it might not make sense, all it is an opportunity to manifest destiny. So let's see, you guys. Let's pull some cards for today, Thursday, March the 11th, 3/11/2021. Let's see, what is that number? 14, 5, 5, 5, breaking down to a 10. It's the end and the beginning. That's awesome. Okay, you guys, this is so magical. So how have you been being? Who have you been being? I did a tarot group yesterday, and in my group with the women, the lovely women that I work with in this group, they're amazing. We talked about how to really step into our power and what does that actually mean? What kind of energy would we really be embodying? And one of the things that I have been really conscious to in my thoughts lately, as well as in my meditation, is how do you embody the frequency of just trusting that you have your needs met, that all of your needs are met. And if that is the case, if all of your needs are met, then what opens up in that space? How then can you be being? So yesterday I said to myself, in the process of closing on my home, which was significantly different than the plan that I had a year ago. So the property value went down astronomically. So, and I had already gone into contract. It's a long story short. So you just kind of, for me, I was just sort of surrendering and just thinking, it's not about the materialism. Yes, I could have used that money. I could have invested in all kinds of things. And if I manifested it once, I can manifest it again. That's the other thing. And then it really put into perspective, what do these material things mean to me then? Shh. New noises. He's learning the new space. New noises. All the things. I'm getting really conscious to what does it mean to actually live on a 3D plane in a materialism sort of way of being, when what you really want to be doing is healing work, spiritual work, being connected to the divine. How do you integrate the 3D life when you're operating in a 5D sequence? So, something I've been ruminating on. What does it mean to have all of your needs met every day for the rest of your life? What does that mean? How would that look? Who would you be being if that was the energy you were embodying? Try that on. That's what I'm doing. All right, so let's see. Let's pull some animals. See what the animals have to say for today, Thursday. Slow and steady wins the race. There goes that turtle. Dream the world into being. Porcupine spirit. Now is the time for a beginner's mind. Getting back to the basics, you guys. Getting back to the basics. But guess what? Guess what you're bringing with you? Bug. Big mouth over here. Shh, Buggy Bear. Come on. Shh. 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 Here's what you're bringing with you. A pool of knowledge. A lifetime of experience and wisdom. That's what you got in your knapsack, okay? Even when you're open to new ideas and new opportunities to cultivate, you have everything that you have learned up until this moment to cultivate this new world, this new dreaming the world into being from the mindset of complete unknown, completely unknown. Okay? If that ain't powerful, you guys, take your time. Do what you need to do to really center yourself and get grounded. Yes. I love it. I like this. This is good stuff. Little porcupine. Little quills. Okay. Pug, are you okay? You little grumpy scrumps. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say today. Thursday. So what have y'all been doing this week? You've been staying grounded? We got that new moon in Pisces tomorrow. High Priestess, yeah, just going deep, going deep. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity, moving forward. Change, baby, change, inspiration, partnership, decisions. Hermit, take your time. Two of Wands, Queen of Wands. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Let's see what that one. What's about? Five of Wands, Knight of Cups, Six of Wands. What is the Seven of Swords here for? Moon. Page of Wands. All right, let's break this down. All right, you guys. Going deep, really using your intuition, really trusting your gut, not saying anything, keeping a low profile, just really getting yourself anchored in a new life, in a new way of being, in the new becoming, okay? Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So yes, new opportunities for inspiration and stability, change around how things have gone in terms of how a change in partnership, and how you thought things were going to go, and really, you know, struggle. There's all the two of Wands, Two of Cups, the only two that isn't here is the Two of Swords. So I think there is some truth that you're coming to terms with around life, how things have gone, and really taking the opportunity to really decide to go within, to do the work within. No longer focusing on the external, but focusing 100% on the internal. High Priestess, Hermit. I mean, if those aren't the two most internal cards in the deck, those are the two most spiritually internal, experiences where you're using your intuition and meditation to really manifest destiny, to really trust what is coming into your psyche, what your instincts are really bringing to the surface to help you navigate. by this change, this experience of change, this experience of becoming this new version, this experience of, reformulating your plan, is bringing in inspiration to really make some decisions about what do you want to do? How do you want to go forward? What really does inspire you? And there might be some a little bit of trepidation around seeing some things for what they are. Really seeing the burdens, seeing your fears, seeing what has weighed you down that hasn't been the most comfortable experience to see, to face, to really be conscious to. And I think that you're getting grounded emotionally in what is going to be the best way forward in terms of your mission, in terms of how are you going to give, how are you going to be a contribution to the greater good, and how are you going to stand in the leadership of your life? How are you really going to then be the authority, the emperor, the stable person that you have been ruminating on, and really turning down the noise of whatever external messages have come through, as well as the conflicting internal messages, and being open to receiving love and abundance and opportunity, and moving successfully forward and releasing and letting go of stuff that's done with. No more bullshit. And that might feel a little confusing, and you might be resistant to that. Redesign. You might be resistant to the design. You might be looking back at that as you're successfully redesigning your life by letting go of the confusion and stagnation. Yes. That's where you want to be, by really surrendering and doing the internal work from a place of complete unknown in the beginner's mind. Yes. That's powerful, you guys. Okay, blocks. Awakening. Page of Cups. Eight of Cups. Page of Pentacles. You might be resisting learning some new things about how relationships might go in your life, how you might be resistant to blocking moving forward, learning some new things about how this is going to go for yourself. But you're awakening to that. So allow for the awakening to happen. Allow for what's meant for you to be for you by just being in the space of self-reflection, trust, internal guidance. Okay, messages from your higher self. Queen of Cups right there, yes. Getting grounded in your heart, operating from that frequency. Okay, messages from your higher self. Hanged Muse, Seven of Pentacles, World. By reformulating the way you've looked at the past, by reconfiguring how that experience has been for you, to use it as a way, as a catalyst forward, as turning the knowledge into wisdom, turning loss into separation, using the alchemy of that energy, taking, the pieces of it that were really pivotal to teach you how to continue to build, and the things that were also deep and challenging to teach you how to set the appropriate energetic space for yourself that allows you to navigate in a way that is empowered, in a frequency of love and joy, freedom. You know, you've been working on this for a long time. You've been working on seeing really powerfully the truth of how you can navigate the learning about yourself, the truth of who you are, who you've been, really healing the parts of yourself that have been disempowered. Okay, where are we going here with this? The healing the parts of yourself that have experienced loss and abandonment, financial ruin. Those are the things that you're healing right now. Material ruin, relationships, finances, 3D stuff, things like that. You're healing that now. You're seeing how that has been for you, and you're healing it just by being able to go inward and reformulate the way that you see, the way that you are wired to experience particular ways of being in your life. And you're transmuting that energy into a space of being in love, and a space of being inspired, and a space of being a higher level of consciousness related to how you are going to be in the world, related to your gifts, your purpose, your mission, shifting that, okay? And getting grounded in, it is the giver who is the receiver. It is your mission is to give your gifts, okay? And getting, yes, because that is what's going to ground you. That's how, when you're in that space, that's when the materialism, temperance came flying right out there. So yes, that's beautiful. Alchemy, Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, Wheel. We'll take that. Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, Death, Three of Pentacles. The bottom is really powerful. Okay, so this is where we're going here with this. By really anchoring into what it is that you're going to do in this new you, in this new way of being, in this new energetic becoming, becoming who you're becoming, in alignment with your mission, with your true purpose, with being here, not just to make material gain, because there's really nothing fulfilling in the bigger picture. Are you going to die because leaving a legacy of, materialism? How is that going to contribute to the greater good and the evolution of humanity? I mean, if that's what you want to do, fine, knock yourself out. But for me, it's all about raising my consciousness and actually contributing to the world, to making the world a better place. Having materialism is just a distraction from me really getting anchored into who I want to be as a contribution to the greater good. So really standing in that power and allowing for temperance to bring things together. Loss is my catalyst to, I can't remember. Temperance is about bringing things together. It's about really anchoring into a space of love. It's about really taking flight in the healing process of really allowing for the universe, by really aligning in the frequency of love and trusting that what you're manifesting is coming together, because you are operating in a conscious way. Okay, so really taking flight in that space and healing yourself and being illuminated is what is going to move you in the direction of this love and abundance and transformation around how we work together, how we anchor in our community, how we create a life for ourselves that is transformed and collaborative and love, and is bringing the elements of the past into the present to move you forward into an abundant future, okay? Without getting stuck in energy that is of low vibration or survival. Releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you is kind of how you've overcome. You're seeing how the patterns and habits of the past have trapped you, kept you stuck, and that's done with. That doesn't work anymore. So you just keep getting anchored into this really deep, intuitive self-discovery. Okay? Let's see. Let's channel some wisdom here. Orphaned. There's that Five of Pentacles. TikTok. Why? Soon you're going to know why it's going to start to come in. You're going to understand why you've had to go through what you've gone through in order to really make sense of this experience to catalyze you forward. Like I said, when I first started doing this reading, sometimes things don't make sense in the moment. Sometimes they don't make sense for quite a while, but then you start to see things from a different perspective, and then how you experience the experiences that may have felt incredibly painful and earth-shattering and humbling, debilitating, whatever, however they showed up for you. However you want to qualify that with, whatever terminology you want to define it in. You're going to know why it was necessary for you to go through this process at this time and in this way. Just keep trusting the divine guidance. Keep doing the internal work of self-reflection. Keep meditating and releasing and letting go of these habits and patterns and ways of being that have kept you stuck and trapped in a particular mindset, that have kept you disempowered, experiencing unworthiness, angry, judgmental, whatever low vibration frequency you tend to go to when you're in the state of survival. You're seeing now how those ways of being have kept you from moving forward because they've just continued to disempower you. Okay? So this is the opportunity where you're now in a new space, literally for me in a new space, but in my mindset, a new way of thinking about how to navigate life in a way that is empowered, in a way that suggests that I will have all of my needs met every day for the rest of my life. So when I'm anchored in that space, how then can I show up? How then can I be for the world? Who then can I be as a contribution to the greater good? Okay? So this is beautiful, guys, and this Piscean energy and this really dreamy Piscean energy today, tomorrow, the next day, and the new moon energy. This is the opportunity to really set the intention to embody the frequency of what do you want to dream into being? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you see as possible? And start living that energy, okay? That Piscean new moon energy is all about setting the intentions of what you're dreaming, okay? Awesome. All right, happy Thursday, you guys. Thanks for tuning in to the new space. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, ciao.